Knife dope. More dope. Come and get your figs. What's up, fuckers? Your boy's back with a fresh batch of dope. Knife dope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. Now, if you follow this channel, it should come as no surprise that last year, my OTF of the year was the Kershaw Livewire. Live and direct. It was it is a USA-made OTF, and it's a good one. However, something I need to acknowledge. This exact knife you see here in front of you was my very first ever OTF purchase. Bought this way back in the beginning of 2022. And pretty much instantly after buying it, I gifted it to my oldest son, who took it with him to Alaska. My son happened to be came back to the state here recently, and he wanted to swap it out. So he traded this one in to his dad, who ended up giving him another one. He wanted to go with a frame lock, so I gave him that. And then I was quickly reminded just how good this knife actually is. This is the Boker Quaken. This is a USA-made OTF. Now, I'm not 100% sure if it's 100% USA-made, but whatever it is, they are able to classify it as USA-made, so I'm not necessarily sure if it's assembled here in the States or, you know, what exactly entails as far as this being able to be classified as USA-made. But nonetheless, this is a Lucas Burnley design. We've got D2 steel. The firing mechanism on this thing is dialed in, man. She flies out, comes right back to the house with authority. We've got aluminum body here, stainless steel pocket clip. This is a good one, man. My live wire should be coming back here soon, and I'm thinking about doing a head-to-head comparison. But that's not what we're here to talk about, people. Not at all. Got one that was sent to me courtesy of the Apex Pass-Around group. And this is actually one that I requested the group to get because I really wanted to get my paws on it. So without further ado, let's get to the dope. This one is going to be interesting. This is the QSP Capybara. Now, I'm going to tell you, some of the things I've seen online when I first saw this knife really kind of drew me in, and then a lot of it kind of turned me off. But before we get to all that, let's just go over the knife. Here you see in the closed position, we have titanium with carbon fiber inlays, as well as slabs that are being used in place of your traditional thumb studs. We've also got that same material as pivot collars, multiple forms of deployment. We've got the flipper tab and those aforementioned slabs. Woo! D10 is dialed the fuck in. Now, that is a gorgeous blade. Nice sheep's foot apparatus. We've got 7.3 inches overall length. Of that, 3.06 is in M390. We've got a gorgeous hollow grind as well, belt satin finish. Frame locking mechanism, we're sitting at about 30 to 40%. They did a nice job on chamfering that lock bar and also giving us a nice amount of room, so disengagement is a treat. Buttery smooth action. It is riding on cage ceramic bearings. We've got a blade stock thickness of 145 thousandths. In conjunction with that nice hollow grind, you've got yourself a slicey hoe. Generous finger choil, so the accommodation for the full purchase is there. 4.59 ounces is our overall weight, and that is that. Now let's talk about this. The price, $362 for this knife. That's a hard pass for me, people. I think that is way too much money. I think $300 is where this should be at. And, you know, I'm not trying to be the price police, but, you know, goddamn it, enough is enough. And if I remember correctly, I believe these initials, QSP, stands for quality, service, and price. You know, I've never had any issues with them as far as service goes. And this does feel like it's quality, like it's, you know, it's well built. But that price, I'm having a hard time signing up for that one. You know, I just think that is way out of bounds, you know. HRC on their M390 is 59 to 61. So if you're unfortunate enough to get it at 59, that's just a chance you take. I would have just, I don't know. I've said it before. QSP with me just seems like when it comes to their OEM side of things, they are amazing. They can make a knife, And in case in point, this feels great. I think this is going to be a fantastic cutting tool. Ergos are there. The blade geometry's there as well. But at that price, man, you just got so many other options, I think. And because of that, I'm going to give you all some knives for some size comparison. And every knife that I'm going to show you is going to be cheaper than this capybara. So let's start out like this. Got to roll with America first. We're going to go with the Spyderco Native 5 in fluted carbon fiber, rocking Steel of the Gods S90V. More American dope for your palate. We've got the titanium Hogue Maisto in Magna Cut. And so you can see the capybara is smaller than that. Let's do a couple more, shall we? One of my favorite pickups this year, also coming in cheaper, is going to be the Reich OEM'd Microtech SOCOM Bravo Mini. Then I think one of the best knives last year, which people quickly forgot about, is this one, which is the Griffin Scout F3. So you can see the capybara is bigger than that. Let's do two more. God damn it, two more. Now these next two are going to be overseas knives that did the carbon fiber the right way. And that first one is the Jack Wolf After Hours. Last but certainly not least, Quiet Carries in the house. And we got the 9. So there you see the capybara up against those. Now look at the difference in this carbon fiber. Now granted, it is a different color, but I mean, it just looks, as far as quality goes, it just looks a lot better. As far as feel goes, this feels more plasticky. It feels like there's some type of coating over the carbon fiber. I don't know, maybe at least aesthetically, if they didn't give us so much of this carbon fiber, I think with as much of it as they put on this knife, it does look gaudy. But even if they didn't have that, still the price is the big hang up for me. It really is. It's a shame because I think this is going to be a great cutting tool. I would have just loved to seen it at a more reasonable price. But I guess you could say that same thing with all these knives that have been coming out lately. They just seem to keep getting higher and higher. But you know what? We have a choice. We have a choice. Don't buy the damn knife if you don't want to. And when it comes to this one, I will not be buying this. But more importantly, I want to know what you fuckers think. Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time. Cut something. Cut someone. Just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers.